This is not your typical farm. The roots of the crops don't grow in soil. They get their nutrients from the water of a giant fish tank. At harvest time, the lettuces are just lifted out on their floating plant beds. This is aquaponics, where fish and vegetable farming work side by side. At our farm, Hydro Harvest, we grow all kinds of leafy greens: lettuce, arugula, mint, basil, kale. We use a deep water culture system, meaning the plants grow in nutrient-rich water. Abdullah Al-Fandi's farm lies just outside Libya's capital, Tripoli. Human-induced climate change has hit this North African country hard, causing searing heat waves and droughts. For Libya's 1.5 million farmers, such as Mohamed Al-Zawawi, it's an existential threat. Al-Zawawi grows chard and pomegranates, but watering them is a growing problem. Like most farmers in this parched country, he relies on water supplies from the reservoirs of Libya's great man-made river project that funnels water from an aquifer under the Sahara. But the network has been damaged in the country's armed conflict. Mohamed is worried about his future. I've lost a lot of crops. I used to fill 4 trucks with produce. Now I can barely fill 1, and even that's a push. I still try to sell what I can on the market, but we've had no governmental support. We have a long coastline on the Mediterranean. I really hope the authorities will invest in desalination so farms like mine can irrigate with seawater. At Abdullah Al-Fandi's aquaponics farm, the water also comes from a reservoir but is used far more efficiently. It circulates between the fish tanks and the plants. The tilapia provide nutrients such as nitrogen and phosphorus through their excretions. And the plants help filter the clean water. In this closed-loop system, pumps keep the water well oxygenated. And there's another benefit. Regular Libyan farms often use pesticides with little regulation. Residues on the harvest can cause a range of health issues as well as harming the environment. Abdullah's closed system gets by without pesticides and synthetic fertilizers and produces organic fish and vegetables with minimal water loss, making it a sustainable option for desert countries like Libya. As environmental scientists, we strongly support this kind of eco-farming. It avoids the need for chemical fertilizers and even some of the poorly regulated organic ones you find on the market. Abdullah Al-Fandi was just 24 when he launched his aquaponics farm in 2023. Despite the large initial outlay and technical challenges, he got his project off the ground with a €20,000 grant from the EU's Libya Startup Program. He's now built up a loyal customer base for his organic produce, like this cafe in Tripoli. But for him, this is just the beginning. He wants to help improve food security in Libya and inspire others to follow his lead. Awareness is still lacking, and most people in Libya don't have much money to spend. But I believe change is coming. We are already seeing signs of progress. And when things shift, we want to be ready to lead a better market. Mohamed Al-Zawawi is also looking into water-efficient farming systems. He's realized you can get bigger yields in smaller spaces with multiple harvests per year. With more information and research becoming available, I'm seriously thinking about moving away from traditional farming to save water and reduce waste. I've already started using drip irrigation, and I'm exploring hydroponics as a more efficient, more sustainable option. Meanwhile, Abdullah Al-Fandi is constantly refining his system and has added azolla to the growing cycle. The plant, also known as mosquito fern, covers the surface of the water, reducing evaporation and keeping mosquitoes from laying eggs. It's also packed with protein and makes perfect food for his fish. Organic aquaponics could play a big part in future agriculture in Libya, where innovation isn't just smart, it's essential.